Hello there again from the Hermitage in Johannesburg. This week we reflect on our idols. What person, possession or thing, if lost, could or would virtually take away my hope, my joy, my very reason to live? My deepest emotions, my anxieties, fears, grief and despair points me to the God of my own creation, my very own sacred idol. These are the emotions that can lead to uncontrollable anger towards any and each obstacle or person that stands in the way of my possessing it, despair if I cannot have it, and then to bitterness, outrage, violence, and destruction. This is uncomfortable stuff, a bit of losing my life before I can gain it, and quite a lot gazing into the abyss of unknowing. This may lead me to cry out with St. Augustine, "Lord, make me chaste, but not yet." This is a cry void of all humour and stripped of all hope. It is only with gentleness and with grace that we can take this journey of discovery. It is only by holding on to Jesus, the staff of life, the staff of power, the staff of wisdom, that we are able to undertake this discernment. Here is nothing of my own to lean upon, neither law nor sacrifice. We all need relationships, as we also need physical contact with others, in order to survive and to thrive. Yet the gospel warns us sternly that we must discern the idols in our lives, expose them, whether they be family, friends, reputation, or any other possession, for what they truly are, and then to reorder our love, or these very same idols will destroy us. Spiritual maturity leads to that love that is the only power that overcomes evil, indifference and violence. So now we ask ourselves, why is it that my love brings so much pain, so much suffering? The rabbi asked the young man, "Why are you eating that fish?" "Because I love fish," replied the young man. "Oh," says the rabbi, "you love the fish so much, and that's why you took it out of the water, killed it, and boiled it. Don't tell me that you love fish. You love yourself, and because the fish tastes good to you, therefore you took it out of the water, killed it, and boiled it." So much of our love is also fish love. And so a young couple falls in love, the young man and the young woman. What does this mean? It means that he sees in this woman someone he feels can provide him his physical and emotional needs, and she thinks she can write on her status, "This is love." But each one is looking out for their own needs. It's not love of the other, but the other person becomes a vehicle for their own gratification. Too much of what we call love is fish love. External love is not so much what I'm going to get, but what I'm going to give. The ethicist Rabbi Dessler noted that people make a serious mistake in thinking that you give to those whom you love. The real answer is that you love those to whom you give. His point is that if I give something to you, I've invested myself in you. And since self-love is a given, that part of me has become part of you. There's part of me in you that I love. It was my dear late brother Robert Stewart who wrote an article on the spirituality of conflict according to St. Francis, in which he highlighted spiritual immaturity leading to lack of real love as the cause of conflict. What is this real love? Jesus takes something that is sacred, sacrosanct, accepted in law and in the commands of God, our family ties, and appears to rend them apart. Jesus understands our nature all too well. We so easily skip across the foundation that must be in God as the source of all love, to create for ourselves our idols, turning what is good into a God. This is disordered love, love that is in the wrong place. This is what Scripture calls idolatry. What thing, if I lost it, would mean that I almost lose the will to live? What thing lost, gone from my life, would mean that almost all value and significance, identity and worth would be drained out of my life? Whatever that thing is, the Bible calls it an idol. It's an alternative God, a counterfeit God, anything that is more fundamental to your happiness, sense of value, identity, other than God. Anything you love more than God, or rest your heart in other than God. All of God's creation is good, but they are all created. We so often look towards these creations to establish our true worth and value. Family, spouse, clan, country, comfort, health, friends, body, intelligence, position, achievements, virtue, or reputation. Yet we may fail to recognize and acknowledge the Creator of these gifts. It is here that we find good distorted, good defiled, good corrupted. Every crisis is also an opportunity for a soul audit. Vulnerabilities and imbalances stand out more starkly at such times, allowing us to contemplate the many idols in our lives today. Let us take the opportunities to step back, to evaluate how we spend our time, our effort, and our money. What drives me? What have I become obedient to? What shapes my decisions and the direction of my life? Perhaps the idols are not out there in wood or stone or golden edifice, but in the eye of my chaotic heart, venomous poison coiled within the holy and veiled chalice itself. The Lord grant you peace.